Okay, I crashed out of this thing because the thing annoyed me. But in the meantime, I have found out how you can add the ArcGIS World Hillshade to it. So pretty much what you do is you go into this, and in this thing here, I will copy link address. I go back into QGIS, but I don't add it to the WMS. I add it to the ArcGIS REST servers. And let's just call it World Hillshade. And I just paste the URL in here. I go OK. And then I do that. And then I drag him to my map. And you will see immediately that the World Hillshade is now on my map, which is lovely. And that's exactly what I wanted. So there we go. We've got the World Hillshade. But let's edit the places. So what we're going to do first is we're going to open the attribute table, right click on it, and there's lots and lots of different fields and things. And you can see also, sorry, it's very tiny, but there's lots of, you can like select, you can invert, you can deselect, you can also organize the columns, you can open field calculator. What we're going to do is we're going to organize the columns, and this is where I got annoyed with it last time, and I crashed out of it. Okay, so cool, it's come up now. And you can see it's come up, but just very, very similar to how it is in ArcGIS Online. So let's just deselect all because we don't want this. Label ID, you see, I called it something else. We'll change the name afterwards. Let's just go that we want the, I don't know, we don't really want anything other than the area, do we? And the label ID, and we might put the lot and plan. So you see, I've unticked all of them. All I did was deselect all. And that's pretty much how you do it in ArcGIS Online as well. We just go, okay. But what I want to do is you can see the lot plan and the label ID, which is the name. You can also add field. You can so things you do to edit it, for example, you can click on this teeny little thing and you can edit it, you can add things, you can change the label ID, and you can do all sorts of stuff. So I'm not going to actually do that at the moment. Let's just leave that and just symbolize it, okay? So what I'm going to do is double click on it. Oops, I need to untoggle editing mode. And it's opened up on the other screen, of course. So what was it? Windows Shift. No, okay, cool. It's quite useful. I just discovered it. So let's just symbolize it first, and then I'll just show you how to change things and how to edit things and how to delete. It's muchness of a muchness as ArcGIS Online, pretty much. So I'll click on Simple Fill. I don't want anything other than single thing, and I can click on Fill Color, and right at the top there is Transparent, because I don't particularly want it any color. And because it's decided to make this teeny tiny little thing and off my screen, even though I thought I'd fixed the issue, and we'll just go in here, and I'm just going to go enter onto my computer, which isn't working. Oh, these things drive me nuts. Sorry, I'm just moving it onto my other screen. I might just make it up too. Teeny. And go OK. And there they all that. And I could label it. For example, I can also change the name. I can change the name by clicking it there. But let's just save it for a moment, just so we don't stuff up too much, okay? And you can see the beautiful World Hillshade. What you can also do is when we're symbolizing things, I mean, I've opened, clicked on that, and you can see there, it also opens up, very important thing, there's the information. There's not very much metadata or anything because I just got it off Queensland Globe. Source, and in here in the source in the layer name, what you can call it is, you can change the name to something like shortlisted properties. Okay, we'll just call it shortlisted properties. And you can see they're all just still on WGS. And you can see that's already changed there. So what we have there is we have the World Hillshade, we have the shortlisted properties, and I've just saved it. And what I want to do now is I want to start symbolizing things. So let's symbolize the BPA, which is the bushfire prone area. First of all, when I do anything, even though I know what's in this data set, I've opened up the attribute table. Now, all I really want to symbolize this by is the class. It's completely pointless doing any of the others. So let's see, and I certainly don't like that symbol. So let's just, you can right click and go properties, or you can double click and it'll open up that whole thing there. So there's the BPA, and you will see there's more than likely a whole lot of different, there's a lot of different actual sort of metadata. There's labels if you want to do it, and there's symbology. Now we just want to symbolize it. And up there, instead of single symbol, we're going to categorize it. And under the value, we are going to put class. And it doesn't show anything, as you can see. It also says random colors. So we might, for example, decide to make it reds, or I don't know, let's click on this rocket. That looks bushfire enough. We'll go classify. And it comes up in alphabetical order because it's obviously a string. What I also want to do is get rid of all other values. And for the moment, I'll just put this on. And it shows the bushfire intensity, and it's quite horrible. So let's double click it again and change some of the symbology. And what we're going to do now is we're going to change the symbology according to pretty much, so let's just click on this, which of course is opened in another window. What is it? Window Shift there. Okay, it's getting there. And of course it's off the screen, so I can't see what's happening. I've been Googling how to get rid of this very, very, very annoying issue, but we'll just ignore it for the moment. And this one here, I'm just going to do it individually. Field color. We don't want the field color for the very high. Let's just make it a really bright red. We'll go OK. And for the high, we're going to double click on this, and we don't want it black or whatever color that is. We'll just make it an ordinary red. I think, oh no, that's sort of pink, isn't it? So I'm just clicking on these and I'm highlighting. Let's just do this one. Okay. And medium, double click on it. Let's just make it sort of beige or something. I don't know. Let's find it in the color wheel. We'll find a sort of reddy color in the color wheel. It's not too bad. Let's just go OK. And what we want to do too is we just want to also, the impact buffer, what I want to do with the impact buffer is I'm going to make it cross-hatched. So I've just clicked on the simple fill. I don't want the simple fill. I don't want the stroke thing. I don't want solid. What I want is some sort of dots. And I want to change the color to a sort of yellowy beigey. So we'll just click there. You can add colors yourself, but let's just click there and we'll go OK. And it's not going to work until I go apply, and that's quite useful. If you click apply, you can see that it automatically updates on the map, but you don't. But as soon as you click OK, it goes off the map, and you've got to start again from the beginning. Now what I want to do too is I want to make this quite transparent. So what I'm doing is I'm left clicking on it, I'm holding down Shift, I'm right clicking on it, and I'm going change opacity. And let's just make this about 50% transparent, see what it looks like. Click apply. That's better. For the moment, that's fine. I'm actually going to leave the lines. You can do it much the same with the lines as well, but let's just leave that for the moment. And we have the bushfire. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to untick this and save the map. And of course I've got the thing, and let's just look at the koala. Why not look at the koala? Let's look at the attribute table. That's how I always do first. And there's quite a few things in this, and you can see another thing I often do is I look at the attribute table and I'll click on the name and I'll sort it. Okay, it looks like the same, sorted descending and ascending. That one looks like it's got a lot of different things, and that's all core. And that's an HSM category, which is numeric. I have no idea what that means, probably the same as the value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to symbolize it by the HSM value. Let us just, we'll do it this way, right-click Properties, Symbology, we'll categorize it, we'll find the value. We'll do random colors this time. By Classify, we'll just click Classify. And let's just remove this. And do we want those colors? For koalas, I don't know, let's make something that's a bit, there's lots and lots of different color ramps you can do. What do you think is a koala color? Green? Let's make it green. Or this, I don't know what this is, let's make it this color anyway. We'll go OK. So general habitat, no, I don't really care what color it is. Let's go apply and see what it looks like. It's all right, and let's make it transparent. Left click, hold Shift down, right click, change opacity, and we'll also make that 50%. Now you notice I don't have them all on at the same time. Let's just save it. I'm just going to click down here and save it. And there we go. We've got the koala. I'm going to untick it. I'm just going to untick those as well. I want to symbolize my remnant vegetation, and I'm going to do this in a very strange way. Well, it's not necessarily strange. So what I'm going to do is I've ticked this. I know what I'm looking for, which is the VM poly. That's the field called VM poly. So I'm going to click it here and go categorized, and my value is VM poly. Now I'm cheating a bit. Let's just go here. We're going to classify it. Now I want to classify it according to the same colors as the official colors of it. So what I've done in the background, I have opened up an ArcGIS Online, the ordinary ArcGIS Online with the map with the regional ecosystems, which is, I'd saved somewhere. So if you look at the layers on my map, and we have the regional ecosystems, and let's see, it doesn't matter whether it's showing or not. What I want to do here, oops, you can see it automatically comes up with biodiversity status remnant, and you can see it's a specific color. Now this is probably a bit technical, and you probably don't really have to do this, but I want to do this because it's fun, because it's actually the proper one, because we're being temperamental. So I've just clicked on the type, and if you click on there, say endangered dominant, you can see there the fill and outline, and let's have a look at the fill color. And under there, you can see a code, 6B2CC7, or you can just go Control-C. Now I'm going to go back to QGIS. I'm going to double click on this. And what I'm going to do in my color, I am going to go to, and you can see you can automatically just copy and paste between them, which is even better. Oh, that's so cool. I actually didn't know you could do that. I'm going to go back into Queensland Globe. We're going to turn that off. Let's do the next one. Let's do the E subdom. Click on that. Highlight that. Copy that, even though it apparently seems that you can copy and paste. Oh, that's like so cool. I didn't even know you could do that. Sorry, getting excited. So I'm going to go into the color, and it seems like you can pick between different projects. And that is like incredibly awesome. But let's just show the way that you can do it with, like, you know, the proper way. So there we're to go there. Of concern dominant. We'll click on the of concern dominant there. We'll open that up again. Let's just do it this way. Here's the hex code. You can do the RGB as well. A hex is more accurate. And where am I? Of concern dominant. This is here. What we do is we go into the fill. Let's go in there. Now it's automatically cupped there, but let's go choose color, which is opened up in another window. So let's try and get it back to the right window. Windows, shift right. Oh, that didn't work. No, shift left. Let's just do it. Oh my goodness, it's gone off the screen somewhere horrible. Let's just try and drag him over. And what we can do is we can see where it says HTML notation. That's the hex code. Just go Control V, paste it in, go OK, and it'll come up as the right color. And estuary was just water. La la la. We'll double click on that and we'll just make it a sort of blue color. We don't really care about that. That one will do fine. And we'll go into the ocean, which can be also a sort of blue color. I'm just doing these individually just for fun. Okay, am I about to run out of time? Almost. So let's just finish this off. We'll do the sort of blue color, and we'll go okay. And let's just do this all other we'll get rid of. Sand we'll just leave there. And let's just quickly go into least concern, because I'm running out of space. I only have a specific amount of time on this. Of concern subdom. Let's just go the of concern subdom. We'll click on that. We'll go back there. Double click on that. Change the color by just going there. Paste color. Oh, this is like so cool and easy. Go back there quickly. We'll do the last one. No concern at present. Click on the color. Go back to QGIS. And let's just make it no concern at present, which should come up as the right color. Let's go OK. I will apply this. And let's just get rid of, we'll go open a bit. Let's just go OK. It seems to be taking, oh, this is the pre-clearing. And what you can also do with that is, I've run out of time, but you can also apply the same symbology to the other layers, which I'm going to show you in the next thing, because